Hey everyone, it's Brianna with J&B Woodworking Designs, and I am here today to show you how we made this beautiful combination flower pot and pollinator nesting box. So for our nesting holes, what we're going to do is we're going to use the bamboo shoots like this one right here. They come in just a package of, about 5 to 10, depending on which ones you want. So we chose ones about this size. You can kind of see the sizing right here. And what we're doing is we're going to cut them into 5-inch increments. You can choose to do about 5 to 7, whichever ones you prefer. But again, we chose to do 5 for our project today. So what we went through is we went and marked it, and what they'll end up being like are these cut ones right here. And so after we get our cut ones done, what we're going to do is we're going to drill a hole right down the middle. You want the hole to be about 4 to 10 millimeters wide there, and today we're going to do ours about 9. So we're going to come over here and we're going to work on our bee house frame. And so here we have laid out all of the pieces that we're going to need. All of these which we cut using our radial saw right here. Please excuse the dust, it is a working wood shop, so that's what you get. So over here we'll start with our sides. Okay. We went ahead, we didn't want anything too big because this is just for our flower garden. And so what we did was we measured 6 inches at the bottom and 9 inches at the top here. So we have our sides. And then for the back of our bee house, we went ahead and measured 4.5 inches. And then we have our base of our bee house that will slide right in. Oops. Like that, right there. And then this right here, this is going to be our divider. It is what is going to be the top of our bee nesting box and the base of our flower pot here. And then our last piece that we're going to use will be the front of our flower box. It'll slide in just like that. And again, this we just used some scrap 1.5-inch plywood. So we'll use 1/2 inch. Okay. So again, we just used some scrap 1/2 inch plywood that we had and just measured up. Again, about can't remember how tall we made it, but again, about 4.5, 5 inches wide. So now that we have all of our structure cut, what we went ahead and did is we went ahead and put it all together, and we just used our wood glue. We just glued the sides here, and then we have some grips holding it as it dries. And then once it continues to dry, we are going to use our Ryobi nail gun here, and we're just going to fasten and secure that. But in the meantime, what we did is we went ahead and we cut all of our bamboo, so now we have this lovely stack for our nesting holes. And can get some close-ups here. What we have is we went ahead and we used our Ryobi.
It's a cordless drill.
What we did is we went ahead and used our Ryobi cordless drill, and we just drilled some holes right in there. And you want to be careful when you're using it, because if you do use bamboo, and you're going to drill it, it might splinter in your hands when you're going in there. And yes, it hurts very much. So that is where we're at now, and we're just gonna wait for this to dry and move on. So now that you can come down here, now that we have our nesting tubes all cut in place in there, and we did not glue or do any type of fastening to these, and so we'll be able to take them in and out at the end of the season to clean out and get rid of any unwanted pests in there. So those are now complete, and we'll move up to the top here. So inside our flower pot, we sprayed it with a FlexSeal spray, and that will just help keep the water from when we're watering our plants. We'll keep the water from going down into the tubes. We want to really protect that area from getting any extra moisture that it doesn't need. And then as well, once that was dry, on top of it, we put a weed mat down, and again, that will just help for the flowers that will go in there. None of the flowers or weeds will get down inside that nesting tube area. So for our lovely flowers, we chose the Pincushion Flower Pink Mist. This is a beautiful summer and autumn bloom, and one of the biggest reasons that we chose this is when we went to go pick out the flowers, this is the one that all the bees were on. So they're already going to it, we might as well get what they enjoy and they like. So let's get started. I'm gonna put on my gloves here so I don't get my nails all dirty. So we are here in time for the big grand reveal. As you can see, we put it right next to our garden, and we absolutely love how this turned out. Again, we have a beautiful flower box on top with the nesting tubes in the bottom there for our pollinators. To give it a little extra detail, what I did is I went ahead on the front here and I wood burned a drawing of a bee right there on the front, and then as you can see on the side, both sides, I hand drew some wildflowers and just wood burned those right in on both sides, and I am very excited how the wood burning turned out as well. We got this idea from a local home furnishing store, and we decided that we could actually build it from some scrap wood that we had lying around in the wood shop. And it was actually a very minimal investment, costing us less than $20. If you're like us and you have lots of flowers in your yard or you're growing a garden, you need pollinators. Bees and other pollinators are vital for a productive garden or a flower bed. Providing a safe place for them to rest will yield an even more productive garden and flowers. 90% of bees are called solitary bees, and they're not a part of a colony. They actually nest in grounds, cracks, and wood. So a bamboo nesting holes provide these kind of bees a safe, dry place to nest, and they can be removed for cleaning, replacement, or removing those unwanted pests. We decided these flowers would be the perfect flowers for our flower box, simply because when we were at the store, this is the flowers that the bees were already actively on. And it's also important to have a source of water nearby, especially on hot, dry periods of time.
Action!
We hope you enjoyed our video and our flower box pollinator nest, and please let us know in the comments, and if you want to see some more projects in the future, make sure to subscribe.